Hey guys, part 2. We're diving into the tea now. Last cheers. And last sip for good luck. In this new year, this is the last sip of tea I'm going to take in this year. Ah! Okay. Well, we are welcoming in a new year. New opportunities, new growth, new love. Okay. If you want to know all of the cards that I pulled, you got to go back to part 1 and watch that reading, because all of those cards are in that one. But I'm usually nice and I like to talk about which ones I pulled if it correlates to the tea. Okay, cheers. What does my collective need to know about this new love that's coming into their life for reconciliation? Bam. I should do an ASMR, a tea ASMR, right? What do we got going on? Travel. Somebody's moving in quick. And it's over I see one. You're going to see when it comes in. But yeah, it traveled down pretty quickly. So somebody's coming into you, or you're going in to see somebody else, or there's some travel here. Okay, those are in Venus. Really quick, let me let that sit for a moment. What do we got here? Okay. We've got Pisces, Aquarius, Libra. What is that? Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. A wish fulfillment is coming in. The entire star is covered. That's like 100% a wish is granted to you. And this is something that you've been growing for a while, that you've been wishing for a while, because there's a seed. There's a few seeds. There's 3 major seeds that are planted, and you're already starting to see some of that like harvest, because we've got little chunks of fruit and herbs, not just the seeds. Yeah. The strongest placements here are Aquarius, and then runner-up is Pisces, Libra, and Virgo. Sag is pretty prominent too. There's a heart in here too. There's a little heart in front of Libra. There's a wand. Somebody's like moving towards their passions in front of our Sag. Excuse me. Not, well, I said Sag, so Sag too, but I meant Virgo. This Aquarius, though, there's 2 bats over Aquarius, and we had bats in the last tea reading too. Little guys, they're very, I love this. The 2 little love bats are together, Aquarius. But they are really cool, resilient creatures, nocturnal, so they do their work at night, but they are huge pollinators. So they do a lot of work with like growing, and so it's growth energy and prosperity and abundance. Like they do so much for the ecosystem, for all the other plants around them. Okay. And there's a beetle here. Beetles. They're hard at work too, those hard-working little guys. Okay. You got... We're definitely going with... But there was so much water signs coming up in our last card reading. And it says that you have to go with the flow and trust the mysterious currents and follow the echoes of your heart. There was literally like water on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards had water on them. So strong water placement. But this, like, there's a little bit leftover tea that's still sloshing around. So somebody's like either still going through the currents, you know, a little chaotic, but they're recognizing what they have to release because it's going back and forth from our Venus placement to the Jupiter, which is like, you know, you have to make an important decision. Wow. Well, it's coming in. This decision of love is coming in. Okay, let's start here. Well, we've got a ring around... Oh, we've got a ring around the entire cup. Wow. Yeah, around every single placement. I love this. So in every single realm of your life, we're literally ending a cycle. There's like a huge cutoff, like the ring around the rim, you know, a little under the rim. So that's within, you know, next tomorrow, next few days, you have officially cut the cords, cleared out past old energy, which is exactly what this new year requires and calls for in every single placement. So whether that's, you know, cutting off old people who are not bringing positive energy into your life, any old stagnation as far as you not being productive in your passions, your purpose, or your job and career stuff and your responsibilities that you need to handle. Any separations or like avoidance of emotional things, you're done avoiding them. We're done being isolated and alone from love. We're done not messaging somebody of importance or like handling matters that of communication. We're done with any difference of opinions or conflicts. We are tired and done of, you know, doing things socially for people who, if it doesn't like call to you, if you find yourself somewhere and you're like, why am I here with these people or doing this thing? Like, I'm not here for me. I don't want to be here. You don't have to be there. Stop people pleasing. You're done with not accepting these opportunities that are given to you or like taking them for yourself. You're done with this lack of like spiritual evolution or lack of faith. You're done avoiding love. We're done avoiding bettering yourselves. You're done not handling family matters and financial matters. Wow, this is it's really cool that it happened today on the last day of the year. Okay, so that rim hits. So like within the next few hours, next couple of days, somebody is cutting the tie. There's somebody breaks that non-communication because there's one single leaf on that rim under the ninth placement, which is our separation cue. So maybe you don't respond right away, or maybe they don't respond right away. But we have a lot of communication at the end of the month and into February. There's a rose. There's a rose here, like a little bouquet actually. A small one, maybe a single rose or a couple of roses, like a few of a bundle. Somebody's coming in, maybe with an apology after this separation, or, you know, just with kind, caring affection. The feelings that you get when you're gifted flowers, that's what you're going to feel. There's a heart upside down too in there. And a maple leaf. Yeah, it's like somebody had to finally release and let go and like fall off that tree and flow down and get grounded into recognizing that they don't want that isolation anymore. They don't want to have their heart upside down, feeling upside down. They don't want, you know, like you have this opportunity. The bouquet is kind of like almost, it's like tilting downwards. So like, you know, you could potentially lose this opportunity if you don't give that bouquet. There's a little ghost, like, you know, like if you put a sheet over somebody, that a costume like that, somebody potentially ghosted you, or after this communication comes in, they could potentially ghost you for a little bit at the end of the month or into the new year, and into February if they get scared. That's what I'm getting. We'll come back to that. Okay. You realize what you have to do. You're done not making any progress towards your goals, towards your, you know, your ambitions in life, towards your career path. Anything that you've had your eyes set on, you're like, there's one leaf placed on the very top of that mountain. And you're like, I've got to be there. I have the vision. I'm going to make it to the top. You don't see any progress, though, for a while. Towards the end of the month is when you start seeing progress. And it comes in heavy because there's a lot of leaf placements. So at the end of January, early February, you're going to start seeing a lot more movement and tangible progress that you can touch, see, smell. Here. What else do we got here? There's mushrooms too. A lot of growth in this. Like there's 3 little mushrooms like bloop, 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 popping up at the end of, I'd say before the end of February, a few weeks before. There's a black bird here too. A little black bird. They're flying upward. You're flying towards that mountain. You are going to accomplish these goals or whatever you have your heart and your dreams set on. This passion came back, but it may not be moving as fast as you'd like because we have a crab underneath the torch. Crabs are a little slow, but they're persistent critters. They'll get it done. They're super smart and resourceful, right? They're gonna find a way to get to whatever it is that they, you know, are dedicated towards. They're making their progress, slowly but surely. What else is here? We've got a little tugboat. And a tugboat goes slow too, right? And more water creatures, a lot of water creatures these last couple of days. Pisces energy is strong, but all water signs are relevant. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. Something about this progress may have been stifled from somebody you didn't or shouldn't have trusted, because we do have some snake energy here. I like that the year of the snake is done, though. There's like no leaf placements above that rim. There's one little leaf. Honestly, this looks like another little rose or something. Maybe if somebody comes in, one person who's coming in giving you a single rose, and it looks like a black rose. Like, I don't know if I would trust that one person offering you something. But there, that bouquet over there that was upside down, that is the one that you want to get turned right side up, because that one was like a bundle of flowers. We want that one. I don't know if we want this single one under the snake's placement. A lot of wands here. There's so much action and like, you've got this purpose now. You've got the drive. We know what our passionate purpose is, but there's still some energy that may be trying to stifle that. Or it's, potentially, if we want to look at it in a positive light, we've already shed that skin, and now you're able to start to see this move in towards our passions. There's a shoe here too, like a little trainer, a sneaker. And it's facing downward, which is good. It's heading towards the future. There's a lot of wands. Yeah, a lot of passion. It's like we finally know what we got to do. Just don't let anyone deter you from that. Don't let anybody get in the way. I see like a little termite, like a little flying ant. Those are persistent fuckers too. I know about them. But there's slow eating ones. So like, don't let anybody slowly eat at you if they're the pessimistic ones. Very fertile energy. It's a bit scattered though. So just be mindful for the next couple months. If you do have that reconciliation with somebody and you're having a lot of fun and you're not trying to get pregnant yet, strap up. But it could just be you're fertile with energy. You're fertile with transmuting all that stuff that wasn't working into this positive purpose. You're fertile with ideas, and you're finally like, yeah, now I can put them to use. I see a microphone. Somebody sings. Maybe you're gonna have get fertile in that in the music industry realm. Does crossover. Just be mindful if you sleep with a snake. Be mindful of that, because we have 2 crossovers there. Remember I said I don't trust that person who's coming in with just a single rose there, and then because it cuts off and there's nothing after that. So I'm like, it's like they present you with all this thing, like a beautiful thing, and it seems nice, and then it's like they'll drop you. Something like that. And if they get you pregnant, we don't want that energy. But wands under here too. Yeah, so there's definitely a purpose and idea that you're recognizing, like, this is my passion. I've got to go forward with these ideas. That these are going to be lucrative, really positive direction ideas. Okay, either we have some family matters to take care of or some financial matters to take care of. This is the next 2 months to do it. And a huge situation or opportunity to better yourself comes from it. And that one seems to be more in February. Wow, there's this huge yellow petal, a leaf, or not a leaf, a flower petal that's folded over. And it's folded over a seed. So it's like maybe you didn't even recognize that this was slowly growing in this self improvement through learning about these hardships financially or dealing with some hard stuff with your family. Like, it's actually made you amazing, because what you didn't see that was blanketed under that that peat, right? They call like the blanket of leaves and things and flowers on the forest floor peat, and underneath that there's seeds that are germinating, growing. Cool. Yeah, you're starting to believe in your faith or your life purpose. You're really like, and especially something happens in January to where you have this like explosive moment of, wow, I've been given this key towards a new passionate project or idea, and I can actually run with it. I can do things with it. And then you start to see like a solid like harvest of that through this spiritual awakening and belief and trust in yourself and the universe and opportunities into February. Yeah, there's like the little explosion of leaves as the church placement and the heart key meet. So maybe even this could be like a relationship commitment. It's where it's just they've made a choice and they've broken through and they're like, I'm ready to commit. Like, because that's what the church placement is. Sometimes it could, if there were more leaf placements, that's like marriage, but there's not that many. So just a commitment. But it could be a commitment to a passion project too. After New Year's, you're like buckling down and focusing. You're not really going out. There's not much social stuff happening there. There's a lot in love. It floods into the early weeks of January. Right now, it's like we hadn't felt anything. If you're still in that separation, it makes sense. And it slowly floods in. And it just goes deeper and deeper. I see these crossroads that you were at. Somebody had a choice in love. Like, which road are you going to take? There's another mushroom. Growth. Connection. The mycelium network. It's always connected, no matter if you're separated or not. And we have a heart. We have a heart that's right side up. Connected to a wand. They finally recognize that this connection is purposeful. Another little mushroom. Oh, I love these mushrooms. Two birds, two lovebirds. One is on the side of the heart space and one is on the side of challenge or like a difference of opinion again. So it's like it's like they're flying like this. Like one of them is just still trying to be like, is this going to be a challenge? I don't care. I don't know. I just still want to experience this love. Ooh, but do I want to fly back and avoid it? Like that's the energy that I get in the movement of these birds and how they're going. But one is going this way and one is going this way. So they're coming together no matter the challenge. That's how I'm reading this. No matter the difference of opinion, no matter what other people say, they're coming towards you. We've got another rose here. Wow, this is crazy. And another mushroom. There's big connection, a lot of passion and romantic energy with all these roses popping up. Yeah, they're really just saying like, I want to connect, even if it's going to be a challenge, even if there's outside factors. And then we've got this beautiful dragonfly. And the dragonfly is flying across the placement of this love letter coming in. Wow. Dragonflies are all about renewal. Renewal in this love. I knew it, that there was a reunion here, a reconciliation. And we got a mailbox. So yeah, for sure. Somebody's sending you a message. Or a letter. Somebody's meditating, like on their knees, maybe in prayer or maybe meditating. They've really been like contemplating this hard of like sending you a message, praying about it or thinking hard about it. It's got them on their knees like, what do? I want to, they know that they want to talk. Or again, roles could be reversed. This could be you. There's definitely love coming in. Underneath the full moon, we have this beautiful little, I don't even want to say little bird. It looks like, it doesn't look like a peacock, but its feathers in the back look like that, like where they're kind of bushier. But it's a beautiful little, it could even be a swan because it's lighter. We've got a swan or like a peacock looking bird under the full moon, which is all about like removing the illusion, stepping into this guidance, following your intuition and knowing what the heart wants. And The full moon here in comparison to the crescent moon is about like a love connection and this romantic, like, love affair happening. It symbolizes passion. We've got a big seed under there too. So something's growing here. Something is passionately growing towards love. And we've got another boat. And the boat's going in the direction, its sails are going in the direction of that love letter. They're definitely, or that could mean like physical. They are literally like getting to you, flying to you, taking a boat to you, or moving towards you quickly. And the swan or the bird, maybe it's peacock, are going in the same direction of that love letter too. Come on. There's still some kind of fear or anxiety though, because the seed that's been germinating of this love is crossing over into the placement of the separation. So this is giving like runner vibes. Like they're like, ugh, the ego, the fear, the insecurities are like getting to their head, but they know that this ship is sailing towards the love. These birds are moving towards the love. Come on, guys. It's really good luck here. We've got a wand, this beautiful little yellow flower leaf looks like a flower petal, excuse me, looks like a wand. So your passion is really lucky now. You've got good luck energy with whatever you're passionate about and you're heading towards. A wish fulfillment is happening as well. We've got star energy. Somebody has to make a decision. There's big Jupiter placement. There's a decision that needs to be made. It's a little chaotic, but we've got another bird overtaking action on the Mars. So I like it. We're moving forward, fast-paced. This bird is in flight. Like there's action here. It's not giving me conflict energy. It's giving me action energy, which is good. And the bird that's flying is over Venus. Like this bird is flying towards love. There's another bird flying towards love. And there's a heart in Venus. Oh my goodness. The bird is flying towards the heart in the sign of Venus. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. There might be one little rock on Mars that's like an issue, but it looks like a pebble. It's a tiny little pebble. Like kick that pebble away. Don't let it interfere with what is so amazing and about to happen for you. Because come on, this is absolutely nuts. Yeah, this journey keeps moving in between Mercury and Saturn. So, excuse me, in between Mercury and Jupiter. So somebody needs to make a decision and then they can journey towards the right direction. But this decision needs to be made. That's why the tea keeps sloshing back and forth. There's recognition here. There's insight. Like they see it. They have the vision now with this crescent moon. And there's wow, this wand, it almost looks like a bow and arrow is piercing the sun. You know, like Cupid's arrow. That's what it's reminding me of. There's definitely a new opportunity in love here. 100% new beginnings. It's going to bring a lot of happiness. It's going to bring a lot of success. There's new energy. You guys, this decision just needs to be made though, and then this love can come in, and this little bird can fly towards the heart. And it's like, it's giving soulmate energy or to inflame energy, because there's like two halves of the heart, and this half is black and this half is brown. It's like two leaves that made the heart. But and they're totally together. Like they're not even the slightest bit separated, but you can tell that they had once been apart and then now they're put back together, and this bird is flying in towards it. That's so beautiful. Okay. I'm so happy for you. Happy New Year. This is my channel, Pure Premonitions. My name's Kat. I like to make more magic here with you. I'm forever grateful for us building this collective, getting all of this insight. And thank you so much for adding your energy and your thoughts and feelings into this, you know, into all of the readings. So I'm blessed to have you here. I am blessed to give you all of this insight. There's definitely new love coming in. You've just got to follow your heart and be honest with yourself, because you both have the vision, and now these birds are flying towards one another. So yeah, be grateful, right? And that's it. Go back and watch part 1 if you need to look at the cards. Love you guys. Happy New Year.